My next guest has taken over our Saturday nights with a show like no other.
Welcome to Game of Talent!
It's opera.
Should we go for crooner?
Should we go for crooner?
Yeah, let's just do it.
It's not a crooner. He's a samba dancer! He is a heavy metal drummer.
Fantastic. Game of Talent host Vernon Kay joins me now. It's very silly, and that's absolutely fine because that's what we need. What fun! You could see it there, couldn't you?
Oh, Lorraine, it was an absolute joy to record Game of Talents. It really was. We had such a laugh. The contestants were awesome. Our celebrities were fantastic. And the performers themselves, our talented bunch, were out of this world. I mean, how can a sword swallower, a lady who swallows a 5-foot sword, how can that not entertain you?
Indeed. This is very true. This is very true. And you had Tess in the first, because you two don't get to work together very much, of course. And you had her in the first episode, which must have been really good.
Yeah, we had Craig Revel-Horwood on, and Tess was on as well. And it was really nice seeing their chemistry together, because obviously Craig is Craig on Strictly Come Dancing, and we very rarely see him smile. But it was nice watching that natural interaction with Tess and Craig. And Tess was a joy. It was so nice to see her, because I'd been in quarantine from some of the Formula E racing that I'd been doing, and then I went straight to the studio. So I was away from the kids and Tess. It was just such a relief, and it was so nice to see her face to face instead of on FaceTime. And
you mentioned Formula E, and is this car racing but electric? Is that what it is?
Yeah, exactly, Lorraine. It's single-seater, all-electric motor racing, and we go to various locations around the world. We follow strict travel protocols because of COVID.
Sure.
And it's getting better and better every year. It's only in its 7th season. It's still a very, very young motor racing series. It's just been given the title of a world championship, so it's been legitimised by the FIA, and it just gets better and better every race. Some talented drivers in Formula E.
Absolutely. I think it's fascinating. I think hopefully it's the way to go. Why not? And I know how passionate you are about it. And really, it was because you couldn't do this that you ended up going on to I'm a Celeb, didn't you?
Yeah, that's right. For the past 3 years, the Formula E season has started in Saudi Arabia. And that's obviously when I'm a Celebrity is on. So I was like, well, I don't want to miss the start of the season. And then this last year, the last series of I'm a Celebrity, Saudi Arabian race was postponed. It was put to January. So I thought, what a perfect opportunity to go into the castle in Wales and eat some hideous food.
And you make pals in there, and you were good. You taught the nation how to mop a floor properly, which is a skill that we all need to have. And you've got like some really good tips. I love the tip that you had, like you have different colours for different things for washing surfaces.
Yeah, that's right. It all started, I finished college, I did environmental science, and then I couldn't find a job anywhere. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go and get a job. And I ended up being a cleaner for Bolton Council, which then moved me on to being a caretaker for various primary schools around Bolton. And it was such a laugh, such a joy. And I learnt loads of things about cleaning. And one of them was the mopping in a figure of 8.
Yeah.
So the key to that is that all the dirt on the floor stays at the front of the mop. That's why you don't just go side to side, because if you go side to side, you throw the muck all over the floor.
Exactly.
And another one of the biggest tip that they gave me was you should always have a selection of cloths for different services. So we had blue for the loo and pink for the sink. So in our house, we've got different cloths for different services. It works perfectly, and it really does. Just try it. So you're not cross-contaminating. That's what it is.
Do you know what? That's the most sensible. It's the most sensible thing anybody's ever said on the show ever. Actually, I think you find it definitely is. I think it's lovely. Now, look, you had your birthday this week. You were 21. How did you celebrate? Were you able to celebrate?
Well, I've just come back from Valencia, Spain, so I'm in quarantine at the moment. Today is my test to release day. Well, basically, I won't lie to you, Lorraine. I spent all day trimming our laurel hedgerow in the garden, and it was an absolute nightmare. So I'm going to doff my cap to all the tree surgeons out there. I mean, that is real graft. It took me about an hour to trim the trees, and then it took me about 4 hours to clean it all up.
It's the cleaning up, isn't it? It's the cleaning up. That's what always gets you whenever there is a task. It is the cleaning up. Does your life towards the end of the year, though, does it get totally dominated by Strictly Come Dancing? And would you ever do it?
I would. No one's ever suggested it to me from the BBC.
It would be great if you could do it.
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, I'd be like a drunk giraffe on the dance floor, Lorraine. I mean, it takes so long for my brain to send signals to my feet. I'll be all over the place. But yeah, when Strictly starts for us at the beginning of October. Yeah. When all the press and the photo shoots start to take place and Tess is really busy. But then it really does consume us because we kind of get an inside scoop. So we're really on the edge of our seats come show day on Saturdays because we know kind of what's been going on behind the scenes and who's wearing what and what they're dancing to. So we kind of get all the pre-excitement before the show goes live on the Saturday.
Exactly. And goodness me, we needed that show last year, didn't we? We really did. It did actually, in the way that Line of Duty is doing just now in Game of Talents, of course, which is on tomorrow night. But it is kind of, it does unite you all. It does sort of make you feel, it makes you feel better. And that's just what we need right now, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right. Feel good telly. You can't beat it. You can't, you just sit down. With Game of Talents, you're constantly guessing. With Strictly Come Dancing, I think because it's been on so long, we kind of all think now that we can judge dancers.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
We do. Vernon, we do. I want to see you. I want to see you on it. Lovely to see you. And Game of Talents continues tomorrow night, 7:30 ITV. We'll be there. Thank you, my love. Great to see you this morning. Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.